audience for me is it's the inspiration. I look out at an audience, and if I get a certain energy back, and that energy really fuels me, whether I go to the left, to the right, whatever I do. But I really enjoy the audiences where I feel like I'm part of the audience. Because I love this music just as much as the audience does. I started DJing when I was real young, playing at breakdance parties, playing hip-hop. But the hip-hop that I always liked, it was something different about it. It was almost a little electro-influenced, a lot of the breakdance hip-hop, and it all had melodies. And then I started DJing in clubs and house. I started playing house music. But for me, I was never really happy playing house music. When I moved to London, I got really, one of the guys that had a studio next to me was a drum and bass producer. So I used to hear these really fat drum and bass lines. And so it just kind of inspired me. You know, there was also another studio was a rock band, and they used to rehearse in their guitars and everything. So I used to hear all these sounds, drum and bass, guitars, the trance music, the house music, and it just kind of like, for me, I kind of put it all together. You know, it was like this feeling that was around me, and I put it all together. And I guess that kind of describes my sound. You know, it's got big, fat drum and bass lines, house grooves, guitars sometimes, trancey melodies, and that's kind of, you know, my sound. That's what I like.